Yeah, I'm kind of working on other stuff right now. Sound effects are not my priority.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. This podcast,
Cash me outside.
Yeah, cash me outside. This is our Who Won Wednesday edition. I am your host, Adam Bomb. It's a go-home show for AEW's Dynamite, heading into Revolution. NXT, still kind of rebounding, I guess you could say, from Vengeance Day. We're going to break it down and cover both sides, but we're going to do it a little abnormally tonight. We're basically just going to lead with AEW and run down the Revolution card and predictions, and then we'll cycle back to NXT. We'll still do our marked outs and petties at the end, but before I get to any of it, let me introduce my co-hosts in the studio, the two-man studio. That is Rody Rob. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? I just want to start my first words of the night. I want them to be on the record. NXT was like watching a professional sports league, and AEW was like watching a back of the flea market discount trapeze show.
What? My other host, I don't know where the hell he is because it says meet now on the screen.
Nobody does.
He's not even
Rob
pictured there.
Fucking
so.
job before the show.
Yeah, the
hey,
executive producer
there,
sucks. His picture's not even up there. But that is Bionic Brian. You hear? What's up, Brian?
Oh, my bad.
What's up? How are you? Actually, I don't want to fucking ask you. Hello, board. Good to be with you, board.
Brian's mad at us.
Yes. The board that you're referring to is our YouTube live chat board. We've got Hall of Famer Christopher Stikelether and Hall of Famer Daniel Price on there. We've also got Sealer Stout.
Are they going to debut on AEW Sunday?
Brian Burcham. No, we'll talk about that.
Hall of
That'll
Fame
be
level.
some fun ones there. We'll probably go right into that one as the prediction as we get to all the other card stuff. Brian, typically, I feel like AEW does a really, really good job with their go-home shows, specifically to blow off these TV feuds that they've had and kind of sell you on the upcoming event. What did you think about tonight's offering, if you will?
I mean, outside of everything that happened, I guess, at the end, which I personally, I texted you guys when it happened I about the whole schmoz at the end. But anyway. I think they did a good job. I really do. And the whole thing with Sean Spears, that was a nice little, tidbit that we didn't see coming either. Well, kind of saw coming, but they confirmed it tonight. So that's another thing that'll be interesting. Who knows what's going to happen with that on Sunday? But I think they did a pretty good job as far as go home shows. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some good build. I do have to say, Rody, and I think you'll agree with this a little bit before we break the whole card down.
Good build.
Revolution is a bit uneven. There's three matches that have not been built properly at all. There's a couple that, in my opinion, maybe limp to the finish line, and then there's two that are home runs. You know, eight matches total on the card.
Indulge me in the home runs.
I really think that the Moxley and Omega, despite the invasions aspect, this is a 2-year feud going back to their Lights Out match that started. Brian, refresh my memory. Which pay-per-view was that one?
Oh, man. Was it? It wasn't Full Gear.
It was Double or Nothing.
All Out? Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing is when Double or Nothing's when he
that's
did
when,
the DDT on the
Moxley
coin.
showed up.
Wait.
Yeah, showed up there.
Can I?
Right.
I need to address something you just said there. You said, "Oh, it's been a great build,
18 months,
whatever it's been, in spite of the invasion angle." That's very cherry picking aspect. Yeah, but you can't just go, well, in spite of the main story that's involved right now, it's been a good build.
What I'm saying is, I not even necessarily the invasion. I'm saying you don't need all that extra stuff. Moxley and Omega have fought each other throughout this campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omega was doing the tag stuff with Paige for a while, but they've gone back to this, is what I'm saying.
Well,
it's
you're
come
very
full circle.
You're very healthy, Mr. Smith, in spite of the AIDS. I'm sure.
No, I don't understand how you guys see the.
Don't give me you
whole,
guys.
You
I
call
just said it was a good
invasion.
thing.
Look,
the invasion. Yeah, I'm not on board with that.
I know. I don't know. I don't understand. You were definitely the minority with that, as far as people liking cross promotional, and coexist.
And how big is that camp
in wrestling? Say it again.
How big is that camp? The camp that says, I want cross promotional.
I would say
Ringo.
70-30. 70-30.
You say 70-30? Really?
Ringo.
Yeah. I think that you are my father's like you. He thinks that he's in the majority, but he also lives in Lily White, Oklahoma, and he doesn't know anything besides that. So
what was the funny part? There was a great Sunny episode where they found out that in Philadelphia, white males were the minority, so they were trying to claim that they were the minority the whole episode.
Yeah.
Really horrible satire. But
what's the other gem that you said that great build?
The other one.
Well, I said it was a good go home show. I gave them credit for.
No.
He's asking me.
Adam said that there were two builds that were perfect.
I wouldn't say perfect.
Okay.
But I do like the whole Bucks and Inner Circle, the way it's finished.
Oh my God.
It didn't start right again. Rob, to your point, it didn't start right because they were focused. The Bucks were on the invasion. But Inner Circle has been very good storyline, and to get to this point, where I think is going to be the complete implosion of it.
I'm giving you a slow golf clap.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
You're giving props to the Bucks. I'm
not giving props to the Bucks. I'm giving props to the feud.
Close enough. I'll take it.
Okay. You'll take it. But again, this is the rest of the card, Brian, as we'll break it down.
No. I asked you which one was the other match.
Told you.
Yeah, it took you. Hold on. It took you 10 minutes to get there, and then we
were still talking about the first one.
Wait, and then I wanted to come back at you because you said it was such a great build, and you're just trying to move on to everything else. Allow me to retort.
Okay. Did you hear what I said, or are you going to retort to something else? Because I said, remember, the Inner Circle throughout this whole storyline is what it's more been about. The Bucks have thrown in the last couple of weeks once they've been done fucking with the Good Brothers. So the Bucks seem like an afterthought,
again,
and they've done down the stretch.
So
this is all about MJF and Jericho.
So half of the match, the Young Bucks, is so you're saying that it's a good build in spite of the Young Bucks,
basically.
So you're saying
Young Bucks inclusion only over the last 2 weeks,
dude. I'm
MJF and the Inner Circle storyline, Rob, is what to me this is what this is about. This is the maturation of that storyline. And that storyline has been very good. MJF and Wardlow being part of Inner Circle, Sammy getting kicked out. Brian, have you not loved?
No.
We sit here week after week, Rob. You check the tape and you say you love Inner Circle.
Stop putting words in my mouth right now. My no is not that the Inner Circle thing hasn't been good, because it has been probably the best storyline on the program. Absolutely.
Okay. And this is part of it.
No, I'm addressing your part of it right now.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. And then you're like, so we got this really cool inner turmoil thing going on with the Inner Circle. So let's go ahead and just, I know the Bucks were doing their thing with the invasion angle over here, but I feel like Jericho's like, you know what, guys, I want to play with you too. And so we're going to sort of bring you into our thing.
Yep. And they beat up his dad.
And they beat up his. Thank you. So this build has been so well developed that they just
you gotta Brian, help me out here.
No.
Week in and week out, Rob has toted about how he wants good character builds and how he likes Inner Circle. Whether you like the fact that the Bucks are who they're facing or not, this is all about what they've been doing with the Inner Circle.
But this match has nothing to do with what they've been doing with the Inner Circle.
But it features the players, so it obviously does.
Yeah, it does.
You've got
obviously does.
You've got
the players are involved, so yeah, exactly.
You've got a pay-per-view. No, you've got a pay-per-view.
The Bulls are playing, but it doesn't involve the Eastern Conference.
Hold on. You've got a pay-per-view. Dude, seriously. You've got a pay-per-view where a majority of your matches are already fucking tag team matches of a bunch of shit. No, don't interrupt me again, which are all thrown in together. And you're telling me that the Inner Circle's Inner Turmoil storyline, which was great, could not have garnered a singles match this week where it's a build-up through the Inner Circle versus Sammy Guevara.
Doesn't need to be yet.
And there's only 2 official tag team matches on Revolution. One is on the pre-show.
Okay, a company that's entire programming is fucking tag team matches.
Brian, if you count the Battle Royal, then 4 out of the 8 are tag team matches.
Battle Royal? No, it's a Battle Royal. It's not a tag team
then
match.
still there's 3.
Again,
still 3.
You're splitting fucking hairs here. I'm saying
Exactly.
that a company that is comprised of 80 to 90% tag team matches.
Okay. Oh. Before we get to our predictions, guys, I want to start with you, Brian. Maybe Rob will sulk for a second.
Read Daniel Price. Just read that one line.
How many times have you seen the Bucks randomly change up from one week to the next? Rob ain't wrong. We're not saying Rob is wrong.
Boom.
We're talking about the Inner Circle,
No,
and
because
he's ignoring that.
No, I'm not. I gave props to the Inner Circle storyline. You're just trying to be like, oh, this is a great addition to their story to play with the Bucks. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Leave the Inner Circle thing in the Inner Circle thing. They don't need this situation. They just don't.
They do, because it's going to implode in a different way.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, they do, Rob.
No, they don't.
Anyway,
this is bad story writing, which is
I want to
the
talk
MO
to Brian.
of AEW.
Can I talk to Brian?
Go ahead.
Hi, Brian.
Go ahead.
Hey, Adam.
The Big Show made an announcement that we'll find out a new AEW free agent. You know, he's got the inside scoop. No more BS.
Excuse you. It's not the Big Show.
Sorry. No more BS. I even said it.
I will call him Big Show if I want to.
I'm so trained. The Giant, Captain Insano, he said that he's got the inside track to a Hall of Fame level talent that's coming to AEW free agent. But he also said it's not who we think he is. When he says it's not who we think he is, I think he's meaning CM Punk. Now, who is it actually?
No, I think he was just trying to, throw some confusion in there. I don't think he was meaning. That's what you thought? You thought he was meaning to.
I wouldn't.
You thought he was alluding to CM Punk?
I think he was trying to say, hey, everybody, before you get your tits in a wad, it's not CM Punk. Who else could it be?
So here's the counter to you, sir. I think if it was,
I was talking to Brian.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No. I want to hear Rob. Rob is on a roll. He can go.
If he was trying to tease that it's not CM Punk, I literally think that he would have said, hey, guys, it's not CM Punk, right? I think he would have literally said that. And I think if they were referring to CM Punk, they wouldn't say, oh, possibly a Hall of Fame career. Possibly.
What? Bless you?
Number one, possibly. Number two, everybody in WWE's got a possible.
It's going to be Thea.
All right. Wait, I have one name.
All right, one name.
What about Chris Hero?
Ooh, he's not Hall of Fame.
I know. Well, he's very highly respected within the wrestling world.
Wait, Bingo Hall of Fame.
Oh, Bingo Hall of Fame.
B-I-N-G. Bingo Hall of Fame. See
Brian, give us another. Give us another. I got to step off camera for a second. Give us another.
Yeah.
Give us another candidate.
Thea? I mean, I know she's obviously far from Hall of Fame, but that's another name that. But I mean, he's really hamming it up, saying a Hall of Famer. I don't know who the fuck. Bret Hart?
Dude, seriously?
He couldn't even mute his mic or anything.
No, I did. He's so loud it just goes through the whole.
Sounds like a trumpet.
Oh, dude, have you seen his nose?
I haven't seen his.
No. What's funny is, Brian, I hand signaled him to turn my mic off, and it was still that loud.
Shut up.
It's just
He's
still
not
that
doing
loud.
his EVP duties tonight.
Shut
Adam,
up, stop.
So we should have known.
Daniel Price, not mean that. Steichler needs to just shut up. He said
What's
big.
he
He says big Cass.
I feel like they're
can't
going
stop.
to.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh.
Adam won't stop fucking sneezing. It's just not. It's literally not. You know what it is? It's to the point where it's like annoying. Like you don't even feel bad for him anymore. You're just like, dude, get your body under control.
Yeah. Is this a bit?
No, it's not a bit. It's a bit annoying.
It is.
Because I know I'm in no shape to run this show, and we're just talking right now, holding up time.
Well, who else? Who the fuck could it be?
Who can it be now?
It's going to be somebody from WWE. It's going to be somebody old.
It's X-Pac. So he can get some X-Pac heat.
Kevin Nash's going to come waddling up in there.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe Ryback.
Who's alive? Razor?
Wait, yeah.
That's
what I wanted to say. So while he was announcing it, he said the guy is a big asset. And do you remember that there's that meme of Big Cass where he's coming out and he's covering the C on his Titantron, so it just looks like it says Big Ass. So maybe that was his little Easter egg right there.
Oh yeah,
that's stupid.
I mean, of course, but if he is back, he has been on Twitter. He's been back in wrestling. Been back in wrestling, and Jericho is a huge trumper, and so is he. So doors open. Welcome in.
Roadhouse.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a good point.
Now, I want to start with predictions and segue from that thought. Do we think that this person is entrant number 6 into the ladder match for the Face of the Revolution #1 contender to the TNT title?
Yes.
Why are they so fucking wordy?
That is pretty wordy. It doesn't roll off the tongue very easily.
Right? Excalibur can't say it right.
That is Brian. That is NXT's MO, right?
This is not NXT.
I mean, I'm sorry, AEW. That's AEW's MO, right, Brian? Bring somebody big in, fucking hype them up, throw them right at the fucking title, right? That's how they. Yeah, it is.
No, I have a strong inkling
Brian
of
Cage.
who it's
That's exactly what happened to him.
Murder Hawk. Hawk. I mean, everybody gets.
Well, so let's run down the list, Rob, of who's in the match. You've got Murder Hawk.
Yeah.
You got Phoenix. You have Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
You have Cody. You have the newly qualified Max Caster.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever.
From Creative Pro. Shout out Creative Pro.
So you've got 5 out of the 6 there. I mean, Brian, just looking at this, obviously, Max Caster is the fucking Cinderella of at least these 5.
Yes. However, I feel like the 6th, this is a name that he's free to do whatever the hell he wants. He's been teasing it a little bit too. Is Ethan Page from Impact?
Okay.
Of course, he's not from Impact. He is a free agent, so it's not like he would be part of the whole.
And that's who Stike is saying on the board.
Thing.
Price says Eric Rowan.
Yeah, so we got Eric Rowan, Ethan Page, and Cass. Those are our 3 guesses so far.
I feel like Cass and Enzo are going to end up going to Impact.
Yeah,
they're good buds with.
And Big
Luke
Show
Gallows.
did say, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, that they're signed to AEW, so it couldn't be a one-off like Cardona.
Right. Yeah, he stressed that they were signed full time.
DP says he'll laugh his balls off if it turns out to be Ryback.
Yes,
I hope it does.
God.
I hope it does because I'll bury this whole thing.
Oh my God, Stike! That there's no way. He is too much of a company guy. He said, "What if it was Undertaker?"
No, who? Oh,
yeah, no, he's a Vince guy. There's no fucking way that never happened.
I feel like Kevin Nash is a good name.
Really?
But they made it sound like it might be an active talent.
Yeah, and that's.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
they are getting old guys.
Hall of Famer.
All right.
Active.
So run down the list. I don't think they'll ever give Archer anything. He's already had a shot at the title. I don't think Cody really needs it here either. So to me, of the ones we know, and I don't think Caster has a chance in hell. So it's basically between Phoenix and Scorpio. I got to go Scorpio without knowing guy number 6. That's my pick right now.
You keep saying Phoenix, Penta.
Oh, it's Penta? Fuck.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Excuse you?
A whole person.
Yeah. What the fuck? Mask, tattoos,
They both wear masks. They both have tattoos.
They had Scorpio on commentary tonight, right?
They did.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm gonna, because of that reason alone, I'm gonna give him the win.
You don't like my logic? You're gonna go with because he was on commentary.
I don't like anything you got to say tonight. Yeah. Yeah.
Brian, Rob's a sully fuck.
Oh man. No, you know what? I'm gonna go with the mystery person, and I'm gonna even double down and say that's gonna be Ethan Page.
Hey. Writing you down for Ethan Page because I'm not giving you any of this Medine bullshit. Oh, I picked the mystery person.
Fair enough.
All right, the feud that nobody even knows about really. Sheeta versus Rio, not Rio. 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 Maya.
Hold on, before we shit on that, is Pac in the match?
No.
Okay, cycle it. No.
Pac could be. If it's somebody on the existing roster,
Yeah.
Pac makes a lot of sense as number 6.
Right. Okay.
That's why.
But why would they
wait
wait to debut
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
You know.
Go back to the dumpster fire. You're good.
Okay. dumpster fire that Rob is referring to. I don't know if it's a dumpster fire, but the booking certainly is. The matches seem to be good. For the ones I've seen on Dynamite, at least. Nyla and Rio Minizani. Brian, save
Mezzanine.
Ryu Mizunami.
Mizunami. Okay.
You can call her the Miz. I mean, she's the Miz.
Okay. Fake Rio.
No, what?
Sorry. Fake Oscar number 4.
Excuse you, sir.
My bad. Fake Emi Sakura number 1.
Sushi not ready for Oscar.
No,
this was a weird match
just call
tonight.
her Riho.
Yeah.
Just call her Riho by her name. Rio.
Rio?
It's not Riho.
I go to Rio.
No, you're not allowed to
pronounce that.
You're not allowed to sing. You're not allowed.
So Rio advances over Nyla.
Her name is Rio, and she
before we talk about her facing Sheeta at Revolution, Brian, a lot of fucking people shit all over the booking, not just of the way this tournament like I did, but Nyla going over who she did before losing here.
So what? I mean, she didn't win. She's not going to Revolution, so I'm okay with it.
But that's why I think it was so bad to have her in the semifinals, because if she wins, then this whole tournament is stupid, because guess who Sheeta last faced whenever the hell it was Nyla, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or right after she won the title. It was one or the other. But yeah, that would make no sense. Anyway, Sheeta, fuck, I'm just going to go with Sheeta. I don't think that this tournament did anything for anyone.
It didn't do it. I think you're wrong. I think this tournament did something for Brian. Brian seemed to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Brian single has time and lives in the basement.
Now,
by the river.
As far as I'm concerned, this tournament was a complete waste of fucking time.
Also, the bunker, not the basement.
The half of the tournament was
basement bunker.
I'm sorry.
Bunker
3.
Basement.
You asked me the question earlier. We were talking and said, name the Japanese side of the roster, and I said, fuck, name the American side of the roster. Right? Come on.
He did counter me with that, and I got 3, Brian. I had Nyla, Britt, and Serena.
And if you're going to use this tournament...
Oh, wait, Thunder Rosa. I can name 4.
Right. If you're not going to use this tournament to fully introduce these talents to your audience, to build a division or go for a title, then at the very fucking least, have at least in the finals somebody who you've been building in your women's division. Britt Baker should have been in the finals.
There you go.
Of this tournament.
That's good.
The Britt versus Sheeta.
Stike says if Nyla had fought Sheeta, it would have been their 4th match.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, a lot of the women in this...
It's terrible.
There are a lot of women in AEW who were in the Mae Young, right? And there's even more talent that were in the Mae Young that aren't on either brand right now. The Mae Young was such a perfectly done fucking tournament for the women. It showcased the absolute shit out of them when they had it, right? It really brought their division to the forefront, and the fact that they couldn't just put this whole tournament on their main program and provide us with that content through the week, and then introduce stars like Big Swole and other people who were in that fucking Mae Young that we know.
Was Big Swole even in this tournament?
I don't even think so.
I don't think so.
Wow. I mean, you got Velvet. You got my girl, right?
But that's only because Brandy got knocked up.
I got it. But you got Red. So okay, you got Red Velvet. Then put Red Velvet in this tournament and find something else to do with Cody and Shaq and whatever the other chick's name is, right?
Jade Cargill.
Right.
Well, you could have. I mean, Rob stalled on the announcement of Red Velvet being the replacement. You could have put her in an early round,
right?
Had her eliminated, and then announced that she's with Cody.
I don't want to get off sidetrack. I don't want to get sidetracked on.
I'm just saying. Like,
I know you are.
There's
I don't
ways around everything.
I know. I don't want to get sidetracked on Red Velvet as the point. That's not the point.
Well,
the point. Yeah.
You really want to get sidetracked? It was just a prediction of the match.
Well, no, we're talking. Wow, we're just shitting all over my thoughts, man. Damn, I was like really having a good. I felt like I was having a good, productive conversation. You just stifled me.
5 minutes ago, you said I don't like anything you have to say. And now you're mad that I'm being a dick to you.
No, you're being a dick to our listeners because I was giving them some of my good feedback,
and to me,
you took that from them.
I robbed Brian too. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, not
Brian,
fun.
do you want to give good feedback?
No.
All right.
I don't even remember what were we talking about?
Women.
Wait, did we do our predictions yet?
No, that was what started all this. So Sheeta versus Rio.
Sheeta.
Okay. Cheetahs all around. Cheetah. All right.
I didn't say Sheeta. You're just gonna give me the. You're gonna. No, I'm going Sheeta.
Oh my! You're so difficult. Both
right?
of you.
No, I'm not being difficult. I was having fun, and he ruined it for me.
These next two, my quick summation of them, and I'll let you guys talk.
Oh, you will?
Yes, absolutely. They're both tag matches, and I feel that they've both had really good moments, but they've also had Brian a WWE feel. What by that I mean, storylines have drug out a little longer. The first one is the Best Friends and Kip and Miro. This one may have drug out because they had to alter plans when what's his nuts got hurt.
Trent got hurt.
When Trent got hurt. So I don't know if that's fact, but this has to be the blow off, right?
Oh yeah, and you could even see it with Miro's promo tonight. He was saying that he wasn't playing any more games, and so it seems. I mean, first of all, I'll say that my pick is Best Friends. I think they're going to win, but I also think that Miro and Kip are going to split up as well. I think Miro's going to
because that was Kip. What I was going to ask you there, because I think that if Miro and Kip lose, it's because they break up. Otherwise, I think that they win here, and Chuck T takes another pin. Who cares if he eats it? If Kip eats the pin, it gives Miro an excuse to be like, "You're fucking dead weight."
So, I mean, isn't that you don't think that's going to happen? You don't think Kip is going to eat the pin?
I think if they lose, that's what I'm saying. If they lose, they break up.
But then what happens after this though? What's the benefit of Best Friends winning?
Maybe Miro's the sixth man in the ladder match after he breaks up with Kip.
Man, there's a lot of moving parts with that.
Yeah. Daniel Price on the board, Rob asked, I wonder if Miro would be upset if Mr. Belvedere was his butler. I think he might now. Belvedere's dead.
That's a random fucking comment. That's
Is he dead?
Well, Mr. Belvedere?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Roadhouse. Yeah.
He's got to be. Euchre's
How
dead.
old was he when he was Mr. Belvedere? Like 50 something?
Yeah. That was 30 years ago. I mean, he could be alive. He was a big man.
Ringo.
Yeah.
We're trailing now.
Yeah. So, Rob, do you want to give me your pick?
Whatever Brian said, I'm going to agree with on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
I think this is not the end for Kip and Miro yet, so I'm going to pick them to win.
Why is it a wow, Brian?
Why is it a wow? Because I'm surprised that you would agree with me on something AEW.
No, I don't.
We butt heads.
I don't really agree with you.
I'm just drop kick a jacket.
I'm so uninterested. Thank you.
No one good.
I'm so uninterested in this match or this story that I'm just gonna, for the safe pick of the point, I'm gonna go with Brian.
Okay, I see. Safe pick because you know that I'm right. Thank you.
He knows that you make good points. Here's another one: Street Fight. Again, I think this was the fucking longest feud build crap ever. Because I'm going all the way back to when this shit started with Team Taz and Darby beat every one of them in singles competition, and then they add Sting. But finally, we're getting somewhere here. Street Fight. Rob, what do you think about Sting here? Coming back out of retirement like Tully Blanchard did tonight.
God. I was one of those that was very excited about Sting when he first showed up. It was my marked out moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thrilled about this at all.
Oh.
I'm just not. I'm just not. You know,
is it because of the in-ring? Is it because of the feud? Tell me. I mean, is it because he's 60?
No, I don't give a shit that he's 60. I really don't. I think he could come back and actually have a really good program with somebody. I mean, when he wasn't that much younger when he came back and took on Seth Rollins on WWE.
It was
right?
5 years ago. That's a big 5 years, though.
Yeah, well,
57 to 62.
But still, he was in the senior years,
like
right?
33 to 38.
Still in the senior years.
That don't make a fuss.
Shut up. God, you make your point and you just da.
I thought we were having a conversation.
When that's not conversation. That's you just trail. That's your brain trailing into silence. That's what it is right there. Oh God, damn it!
Now he forgot.
This fucking. You're such an asshole. Look at that bird flying across the
It's
sky.
my fault that you can't.
And then he
maintain a
flaps
thought.
his. Then he flaps his wings.
Do you want to give me your prediction then?
Then
Sting and Darby.
Then he barks at a
Team
dog.
Taz. Do you think they win?
Sting and Darby win, 100%.
Do you think it leads to Sting and Darby for the TNT?
I hope so.
I hope not. That means we're gonna see more of this shit. Brian, what's your pick?
Yeah, I kind of hope not too. Yeah.
This one's easy. Sting and what's his nuts, Darby.
Yeah, there's no Seth Rollins to fuck this up.
No.
All right, this is a big one. Brian, this is a very unique storyline for AEW. I think they've only done this 9 times now. So this is a big one. This is number 10. This is the Who Cares Royale. All the tag teams are going to be back in the ring for a battle royale. We still don't even know the names of half of them, but they're another number 1 contendership is up for grabs. But by the way, at this event, Rob, the contenders of the Inner Circle, MJF and Jericho, do you know how they became contenders?
How's that?
They won a battle royale with all the other tag teams.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how recent we've done this gimmick. But this time, called Casino Tag
Yeah, this is
Royale.
Casino Rules. Casino Rules,
Casino
boys.
Tag
Hold on.
Royale.
Hold on. I don't have a telephone sound. I wish I did. But let me do this. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey, hey, Cody. This is the Bucks. We're talking as one person, but we're the Bucks. Hey, so what do you think about starting to do a tag division storyline or something like that? I don't know, dude. I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. I've been smoking, and like me and my brother have been smoking and stuff, and we don't really want to write anything. So, you know, let's just do like a battle royal and like give a number 1 contendership, because why develop a tag team division?
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, who needs competition?
Brian, rebuttal?
I mean, yes, I will say that that this isn't ideal. This isn't ideal for a tag team division. However, that doesn't mean the match is going to be bad, right?
Bronder's
who
got
doesn't
what
love
plants
a
crave.
good battle royal,
Dude,
right, guys?
I think the match should be great. I mean, if these guys don't know the script by now on how to do one of these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, dude, this is totally, this is their wheelhouse. Like, all right, let's get in there, and we're just going to jump and throw and heroin moments. Yeah.
Are we going to do anything different this time?
No.
Acclaimed, you guys go out before Top Flight, and then but Top Flight this time you go out after the Acclaimed.
Wait, Acclaimed aren't in it.
Who cares? They look the same
Yeah,
anyway.
it doesn't matter. Top Flight, make sure you avoid Titleist while you're in there.
Wait, Brian, who is actually in it? Do you know? Because all I saw was Butcher and the Blade.
Let's see. So it's Inner Circle, Dark Order, Pac, and Phoenix.
Inner Circle, you mean Proud and Powerful?
Yeah. Well, actually, they don't go by Proud and Powerful, and they haven't for a little bit. So Santana and Ortiz, Pac and Ray Phoenix. Did I already mention Dark Order? Dark Order, Butcher and Blade, Bear Country, who are newly signed also. So
Yeah.
they're in AEW.
Oh, I know.
Congrats.
The winner already.
Yeah. I feel like I'm missing someone. Top Flight, you just said.
I
Titleist.
can't stay Titleist. Yes.
Rob, who's your winner of this
wait.
motley bunch?
Wait, motley bunch. Look, I just want to say this.
Callaway.
Maybe do some market research on, like, if you're coming into a promotion, like, what do you want your name to be? I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't know. Let's call ourselves Top Flight. You realize that's like the shittiest brand of golf equipment, right? That's like the bottom level. So every time I hear Top Flight, I'm like, there's the balls I never buy.
Top Golf was already taken, so
They're not good comparisons, but you're not a fan, so it's okay. We'll let it go. What's the question again?
This all starts with predictions each time, Rob.
Yeah. No,
Who's
no,
gonna
no.
win this match?
No,
Who's the Who Cares Royale? Who's winning it?
Oh, Jesus. Who's in it again? One more time.
Oh God.
Just pick a tag team. It doesn't matter if they're in it or not.
Doesn't matter?
Santana. Oh, you know what? I'm picking Santana and Ortiz.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, so that's one. Who are the other ones?
Just pick somebody.
Holy shit.
You know the tag
I'm
team.
Just pick anyone on the AEW roster.
Yeah,
at
just
this
pick
point.
an AEW tag team.
God.
They're not in it, we'll tell you.
Let's go with what did Brian say?
Brian
said the
said
Headbangers.
Santana or Ortiz.
Sounds good.
All right. Rob picked LAX. Got it. I'm gonna go with the obvious choice, which is Pac and Phoenix. Brian, you are stupider than I gave you credit for picking Santana Ortiz. First off, Santana and Ortiz lost the last Battle Royal. And guess what their reward for losing was? They got a tag team title shot immediately. Even though they weren't
they're going to do that again.
Even though they weren't the tag team of the Inner Circle, they still managed to get the title shot before the earned one of MJF and Jericho. That's solid booking right there. The only thing that would be better is to book them to win this so that they do it again and still don't get the titles. No, so I'm picking Pac and Phoenix. It's obvious.
Obvious, bro. It's obvious.
Who did Rob pick?
You know what? I'm going to go with you, Brian. I'm going to go with Pac and Phoenix.
You mean Adam. You
Adam.
So horrible with names and shows and everything tonight.
What are you guys doing over there? What are you
Next match. Rob's playing with a pen, his voting pen, and just making a shit ton of noise right by the mic. Just like he would yell at us for. Rob is the most hypocritical person ever. And,
very true.
This is
coming out.
This is one of the things. He yells at Brian for moving the table and making noise with his pen, and then he does it deliberately and on purpose.
It's different when you do it. No,
it's late for a stream.
It's right. Yeah, it's different. Okay, you got to say that. It's different. No, it's different when it's deliberate. Like I'm deliberately making a noise right now for the effect of our show. Where Brian's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm bang on the table.
You're deliberately now because we called you out on it.
You're right. It's not you, Brian. You're not here to bang
You've been doing it for about 10 minutes. Brian, next match.
What?
Hangman and Hardy. It's a money
Brian,
match.
Brian.
Instead of saying it could be for 100,000 or 250,000, they're saying it's for the first quarter earnings.
Don't ruin the segment.
I feel like, and I'm going to say my pick now. I feel like Hangman is winning here. And I feel like it's going to get screwed because Hardy's going to say, well, I didn't earn anything. So
what? Hardy's going to say I didn't earn anything?
Yeah, because it's a money match for the earnings. They haven't put a dollar amount on there. So I feel like it gives way for the heel to lose and then welch on the bet, so to speak.
I'm going to go on vacation for 3 months.
Okay, so all right. So you're saying Hangman's going to win?
Yes, but he's not going to get any money for it.
Okay, see, I agree with you that I think Hangman's going to win, but I think Matt Hardy is going to be – he's not going to be so big money anymore. I feel like he's going to be like, I don't know, not being able to give fucking –
He won't be Cameron Grimes anymore, that's for sure.
Exactly, yeah. He won't be able to give gifts like he's been giving gifts to the guys in Private Party.
Yeah.
I was not be able to do that because he doesn't have any money.
Daniel Price, by the way, late chime in. He says the Who Cares Royale is going to win. The winner is going to be whatever two names you can find in a phone book.
Yes.
So that's how good the
Jack Ramsey.
Matt Hardy, Hangman, Rob.
So here's the thing. I don't, and I got more to say on this. I'm going to go Matt Hardy because I don't think Hangman remembers what it's like to be in a singles match. So he's going to be rusty there.
Wait. So you finally get a singles match and you're still bitching?
No, I'm just saying. I'm making my prediction.
You fucking hypocrite.
Look, I actually think that it works better for Matt Hardy to win this because then it kind of forces Hangman to almost be in his stable. Like, I've got your wages.
Is that a cowboy pun?
No, it's a wrestling term, but cowboy pun's fine too. But yeah, you have to be in my stable. I have your money. I'll pay you. I'll give you your money. I'm not a monster. You've got to eat, but you got to work for me. You got to work for me to get paid. Why?
They just did the Butler bull crap.
This is not a Butler. This is not a Butler thing. This is not a slave thing. This is I'm going to employ you into my stable to pay you your money.
That sounds terrible.
That doesn't sound terrible. Why does that sound terrible? That sounds perfect.
Everyone in this room
Brian.
is now dumber for having listened to it.
Why is that dumb?
Points, and may God
I
have
beat
mercy
you.
on
No,
your soul.
let's
I'm gonna
turn your
pay
fucking
you
sound.
back. I'm gonna pay you back by employing you
Yes.
because you're down in the gutter now.
His whole motivation for this match to begin with is that he wanted to have Hangman on his team. Hangman said, "No, I don't want to be on your team." Okay, well then let's have a match where we put each other's paychecks on the line. All right. So fucking hook and crook, whatever case it may be, Hardy wins it. And now, for an entire quarter of the year, Hangman doesn't have money. Hardy can say, well, my initial goal is to have him in my stable, so now I can say to him, look, man, I'm not a monster. I won the bet. I won the match. I get your money, but I am willing to allow you to earn your money back as a paycheck by being in my stable. How is that horrible? That is nothing
because
but...
these guys can't go 3 months without a paycheck. They make enough that they can.
Okay. All right. That's not kayfabe, but go ahead.
It doesn't have to be kayfabe.
I think, Brian, what I'm saying is absolutely a reasonable thought.
So you're thinking that Hangman loses? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he picked McIntyre.
And okay.
Yeah.
No, I could.
Did you
see
hear
that.
any of my point?
No, I did. I could see that scenario happening. I just feel like it would be the opposite. I feel like it would be Matt Hardy having to barter or pay back Hangman by doing shit for him, like being his bartender or something.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, you know what I got for you on that one?
What? Oh, I got a coin already.
I don't think anything you said was sensical at all.
No, don't like that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, Rob, I'll let you take the lead here.
Oh, will you?
This is our tag team title match. We only got 2 matches left. Bucks against Jericho and MJF. You we had fun at the little press conference tonight. Who do you think's winning?
I think it's going to be the Bucks.
And why?
Because like I said earlier before, I do not believe that the Inner Circle storyline needs to have the Bucks involved. So just have the match and get it over with. If you want to have Sammy Guevara be the reason why they don't win the tag titles, fine.
It's probably going to be.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And, and as far as Bucks go, I don't give. I honestly, I am where if at one point I was like, I don't know the Bucks. I want to get to know them. I'm going to go 75% on the Bucks train. Kind of. I'm going to give them a shot. And then as time has gone on, I've slowly fallen off the train a little bit, where I can clearly and unequivocally tell you right now that I am 0% on the Bucks train. 0%.
Zero?
There is not. They do not appeal to me in not a single percent in any kind of way. They do not.
Yeah. Here, Rob, I got a question for you then, just like we used to do with Brian and the heel thing.
Yeah.
Do you give a fuck?
The Bucks. Go ahead.
No, I do not give a fuck. There's nothing intimidating about them coming out there. You guys hurt my daddy, and my daddy this,
Papa Buck.
and my no, but they were saying my daddy and my father and my father and my daddy.
They said Papa Buck.
They
a lot
did
on
say
commentary.
Papa Buck, but they also said my daddy.
Well, no, the Bucks
I don't
didn't
think they
call
said
him Papa
daddy.
Buck. Everybody
I'm-
else called him Papa
I'm
Buck.
fucking the whiny voices them. I'm doing them.
They didn't say my daddy.
Are you? There's nothing intimidating about the Bucks. All their storylines suck. Their promo skills suck.
Their
They-
T-shirts are good.
They are a really, really good fucking dime store blue man group trapeze act that you could see in at a show and go, oh wow, flashy. But as far as anything to do with professional wrestling, booking and writing, and even acting, they're just no. They're the reason. There's a reason why they didn't go to WWE, because
They were in WWE briefly, I think.
No, well, they wrestled enhancement matches.
you know what the
squash,
fuck I mean.
But they also turned WWE down.
They
They
turned
turned them down.
Brian's been
before
going to
AEW?
Kurt Angle's
Absolutely.
They turned
talking school.
They turned NXT down, right?
I don't know if it was NXT necessarily.
I
but
guarantee
they
it was.
took
I
the WWE contract.
fucking guarantee.
NXT is WWE.
I guarantee you 100% it was an NXT contract to bring them in to train them the way they wanted them to be. And maybe they would have got more from me if somebody else been writing their stories for them. But as far as them being the ones writing for themselves, no. No. Tonight was like the final straw. Tonight was like I just can't with you guys.
Final straw.
The promo was a little over the top.
It's
Not
just
over
not
the top.
believable.
It was it was a little whiny.
They're
I
not
guess.
believe. They're the fucking dudes in the bar that would come up talking like, "Hey man, what's going?" We were walking over their shoulders, kind of trying to put their chest out, and their shoulders are pushing their arms out of their body, like, "Hey man, what's going on?" So, yeah, you fucking dickhead, those fucking. And you're like, dude, get the fuck away from me, you little bitch! Like, really, you're not big and tough. You don't look intimidating. Nothing you're saying is scaring me.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
You are so hateful.
Right?
You know what? I absolutely admit it this time. I will not fight with you when it comes to the Bucks. I am at a negative number of give a fuck.
-1?
More than no. I don't want to take that. I don't want to take his shit, man.
5.
Yeah, -5. There you go.
All right, so you're picking the Bucks to win?
yeah, I'm picking the Bucks.
Brian, what's yours?
Yeah, Bucks. But I also think that we're gonna see the implode. Actually, no. You know what? I like what you said about Sammy costing Jericho and MJF the match.
Right.
Brian, for the love of God, will you just let me and my brother eat lunch?
Good Lord, man.
They're such nice guys. They did that for well,
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
They
we
might
didn't even buy any T-shirts.
They might be great people. They might be.
Oh yeah,
They
dude.
also used to be in the Marines, Rob.
Yeah. For the record, I'm sure they're fucking awesome people. That's cool for them, and I like that they're self-made men. That's admirable.
Although they did annoy me a little bit when they said something to us. And I was like, hey, can you like get on this thing and just say hi to Brian? Be like, hey, leave us the fuck alone, Brian, whatever. And he's like, well, I don't think we should cuss. And I'm like, motherfucker, then don't cuss. I wasn't giving you a script. I was just telling you what you could say. You're a grown
Maybe
man.
he was bringing it up close, so you didn't be like, "Hey, can we do a second take?"
No,
I don't know. I thought that was legit.
No,
that
he was
told
like,
you up front.
I can't say that. Let me call my HR department. Now,
No, they're Christian or something.
You're being a hater.
Yeah, Jew and an atheist. They did a promo.
No, they were
for
fine.
it.
They were nice. Besides that, you know.
All
I
right,
was just
last
like,
match.
what a dick.
It's an exploding barbed wire match between Mox and Omega. Omega's winning.
Daniel Price, they had a tryout for WWE. It turned them down because WWE wouldn't pay them what they wanted because they weren't worth it.
Yeah, no. Brian, Omega and Mox. I say Mox is getting ready to take some time off, and this is the perfect way to send me on my way.
Yeah, I agree with you. Wait, what was that? Send me on my way.
I don't know what he was doing
It's
either.
from Rusted Root.
No.
What was it?
Send me on my way.
No, nobody knows what that is.
Send me
I
on
don't
my
know what
way.
that is.
Nobody knows what that is.
Yes, you do. Well, Brian wouldn't.
No.
Because Brian was in diapers when
What the fuck is Rusted Root?
It's
Yeah.
a band.
Okay, what are they saying?
That was their big song.
Sounds like a reggae.
Send me on
song.
my way.
Okay, well, you're doing a horrible rendition of it because it doesn't.
Send me on my way.
Somebody on the board that's cooler than these two fucks, please
Yeah, I
hopefully
don't
get the
know.
reference.
But anyway, I'm going to agree with you. I do think it's going to be Omega. Mox is
Omega.
I don't know how far along Renee is, but yeah, they're having a baby soon. Perfect way to.
I think they're
give them
going
time
into
off.
last trimester. They're not like close, but they're closing it.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? You lie!
That's horrible.
Fucking lie!
That's so horrible. You know what that?
No, take it out of context. You know,
Take it out of context. The whole fucking context is his pregnant wife's head is in the box.
What's in the box?
And you.
I was going more like there's a baby in the oven.
No,
Yeah.
That's what I was going.
Wow,
Yeah.
no.
No, I
I was like,
wasn't
there's a
using the
baby in
context
the
of the
box.
movie.
Yeah, it's not from Seven. It's just
No, I was
audience.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you're fucked up, man. Are you gonna give me your pick so we can move on?
What? Oh yeah, Omega. Yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna go find Morgan Freeman and then go home afterwards.
Meet Andy under the tree.
Who would be Kevin Spacey?
That's when I
Would it
met
be-
my friend.
Would it be
Danny
Vince?
Link.
It'd be kayfabe.
Oh.
Anyway,
That's
whoever it would be the Bucks, and they would no sell it. I'm not ahead in the box. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Look at me flex. Look at me flex. We're doing an opposite
See that?
direction.
I don't even have a head, and I'm flexing.
Look, I'm like a fan. I go
Be like
fast
Monty
enough.
Python.
I could produce energy.
All right.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's recap some
Brian
NXT
hates-
real quick.
Brian hates me
Huh?
right now.
Let's recap some NXT real quick. I'm going to fly through it. You guys stop me if we want to talk about something. Most of this is just quick hits. But Bucks. I can't read my own
Oh my
handwriting.
God. Die.
Birch and Lorcan beat Ciampa and Thatcher. Thatcher took the pin. I don't know where we're going with this or why we're continuing, but Imperium was on the ramp, so it's going somewhere there. Roddy came out. He was talking just for a second. Thankfully, Finn cut him off.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
That was a good thing. Cameron Grimes.
Wait. Can we jump in like as you're doing
Yeah,
it? Is
just-
that okay?
Yeah. What
Can
do
you
want?
like breathe between them? I want to say that the promo that Finn gave at Roddy tonight was such a spot on fucking description. Not even hating, just an absolute spot on description of Roderick Strong, whether character driven or kayfabe driven, whatever. But to say that you need to be more greedy, you need to be more selfish. You're a follower, not a leader. I love all of that. That was such a good talk shit line and so fucking accurate in that moment. So really good there. Sorry.
Yeah, he summed it up properly. Of course, that's going to lead to a match for the main event later on there. But at the end of which, Finn tells the audience, "Hey, Cole, you're going to get a title shot." That's coming up. So we have Io taking on Tony soon, and we have Adam Cole taking on, I think it's the same show, which is next week, going to take on Finn. So we have both titles on the line, women's and men's next week.
I wonder if Finn might be short in the tooth on NXT. I wonder if maybe after Mania they're going to try to bring him back into the main roster.
I don't see why. He was fucking worthless on the main roster. I don't even see why he would entertain the idea.
He wasn't worthless.
He is positioned as the champ right now back on NXT.
Yeah.
That's the brightest. After the injury from Seth, he has never been the same on main roster.
No,
when he first debuted,
no, sir.
they did him to be the first.
That wasn't his fault.
No,
it wasn't.
But
ever since his return, he's just been
You're
involved.
fucking wrong. That was like 3 days into his fucking tenure on the main roster, right?
No, it wasn't 3 days. He was on for. He came up right after Mania, and this was in.
He was the first Universal Champion when he first got onto the roster. He won the tournament, got the title, and then got hurt like fucking the next day.
He came up after Mania. He won the title at SummerSlam, and he gave it up the day after.
Okay, so anywho, he had a long time after that. That's my point. And for that long time after he returned from his injury, he was in spotlight matches. He was vying for titles. He was in major storylines. He was all over the fucking place. You might not like how they booked him, but you can't say that that he didn't have a successful run. He wasn't ricocheted. Well,
no, many have not been.
It wasn't as bad as Ricochet, but he definitely wasn't in very big matches.
I disagree with. I think you should take the tape, man. I disagree with that.
Okay,
I think he was in some pretty big matches.
Take KO. Okay, KO is a 3-time heavyweight champion on the main roster. Okay, Finn is not. Finn was a one-day fucking champ who never sniffed it again. Did he hold the Intercontinental or U.S.? He held one of them once after that. Rob, he was not done properly.
He absolutely sniffed.
Yeah, he got contender matches. You're right. He was booked in a contender match here or there.
Wow, I think you have hate clouding your mind. He did a lot more than that.
Cameron Grimes. Rumors are Virgil wants part of this gimmick. I think Ted DiBiase has to show up at some point, but it's fucking hilarious that Cameron Grimes has a gimmick where he's kind of going against a retired superstar who's all in his head.
Does he create his own $1 million belt?
No.
I think he does, Rob. If they're smart, I think he does.
I think he does.
That's a great idea.
And I think actually you could have DiBiase come in for a few weeks and cut a couple videos of him just basically giving financial advice, if you will, to Cameron. Like, I've seen you, young man. Let me teach you how it's done.
Cubic zirconias instead of diamonds in the belt.
Right, and he cleans them up. He turns them from a swamp trash redneck to fucking, debonair with his hair slicked back, wearing suits.
Or they bring in Virgil to do it.
No, Virgil's not.
Yeah, why not?
Now, if it was AEW, he'd be there already, but it's not. And that's not a dig.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't think Virgil and Vince are going to.
Ember beat Leah. The most worthy thing to discuss about with this match is Robert Stone selling seeing
fear
the tank
of the
again.
tank. Yeah, he saw that tank. He's like, oh God. That was good. I was laughing.
Is Aaliyah still your favorite, Rob?
Loves her.
You've been praising her lately, right?
Yeah, I think she has a role. I think she plays it well. I don't think she's horrible in the ring, and I don't think her character is bad at all either. I honestly, she plays a role. She plays it well. I like Aaliyah.
Another quick hit. Caden, we find out Casey Catanzaro has a minor knee injury, courtesy of Xia Li. So Caden's going to fight Xia next week on top of those 2 title matches. This is a good just undercard. This is something that we've bitched. If you check the tape, I don't know what episode number this is, 600 something. But if you check the tape, we bitched about this. The main roster in a 3-hour show can't seem to find a way to consistently book an undercard away from the belt story for the women. They put them on there in tag match bullshit, 6 women, 4 women, Frankenstein, whatever.
Right.
But they've never really done good undercard feuds. NXT does it exceptionally. Here's just another version of it. Zaya and the whole Caden and Casey thing. This is a perfect booking. Has nothing to do with the title. Is a TV-only feud, but I've been interested in it the whole way. Simple.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn. I don't know who that is.
From Mortal Kombat.
Everrise and Breezango are fed to Legado del Fantasma because he's mad that Karrion Kross whooped his ass last week. I like this.
Yeah.
A return to form. He definitely got his butt kicked last week, but here he's coming back. You know, this means nothing.
The only thing I'd have to say about this segment is that I think Everrise should have a match with Top Flight for the worst tag team names in wrestling.
Ooh. I feel like Everrise is worse because they have a hyphen in it.
I don't even care.
No tag team should have a hyphen.
I mean, yeah, okay. No, I think they could probably have a good battle for the worst. Yeah. Good argument on both sides.
Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes.
I'm sorry. It's like if we were kids and like we're playing on the trampoline in the backyard, having wrestling matches on the trampoline, and be like, all right, Adam and Rob, you're going to be a tag team, and Brian and Steve, you're going to be a tag team. What are you guys going to call yourself? We're Top Flight. Yes. What about you? We Everrise. I mean, it's just so stupid. I mean, really, grow up and get some fucking tag names.
So Bronson Reed is battling Grimes after a long promo from LA Knight. LA Knight kind of cost Reed the match here. LA Knight gave a good promo. My big thing is he looks like Gulak or Aries, and he talks like HBK. I want to see what he can actually do before I jizz my pants. Brian, I believe you know him, though, because he came from the
Ringo
halls.
He was also signed to WWE many moons ago also, so this is his second stint with them. But yeah, he did some cool stuff on Impact in the meantime before he re-signed. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn. I feel like this is another one of those, you know how we call WWE like the collector, or NXT the collector of just wrestlers. Like, we'll just sign people just for the sake of signing
I've never called them
That's
that.
actually what AEW does. Like,
Yeah.
that's
They have 70 people signed right now to
hey kid,
YouTube shows.
Hey kid, I saw your opening match at PWWQ the other night. And how long have you been wrestling? 3 months? Yeah, I saw your match. Hey, you want to do a match on Dark?
No.
You want to sign your T-shirt rights over to me?
Full-time contract. WWE is just shoveling out money just to keep guys and girls from not signing to other companies.
I don't think
anyway.
that's true.
It's totally true. It's already been proven. I'll after we finish up, I'll send you sources, Robert. And say it on over the podcast.
I don't. Okay, Big Show. Sorry, you have a hot scoop tip here that you can't share with us till Saturday.
right.
What the fuck, Brian?
I don't see that with I don't see that with NXT. I just don't. I don't see them signing people for NXT with any intention of burying them.
Yeah. I see them getting pulled up with intention of burying.
Give me somebody, Brian.
I will. I'll give you sources. Oh, it will give you someone?
Yeah, give me somebody from NXT who they called up that they had on their roster that they intentionally burned.
How about EC3?
He was successful on NXT.
He was successful on NXT. It's main roster that they sucked.
Come on, we're talking about NXT. Give me somebody.
Okay, Sami Callihan.
What? Sami Callihan was fine. He had a run. They decided not to renew. They didn't squash him. No, he had.
He quit because he hated it.
Well, he might have quit because he hated it, but they were pushing him. He had a gimmick. He had stories. They weren't burying him. He was
Those are
involved.
rose-colored glasses.
I know they let him
No,
talk
he
more
was.
than Dexter Loomis.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for that irrelevant point there. No, Sami Callihan they did stuff with him. He had victories, and there was a push. No, absolutely. Shake your head. I fucking talked to the dude, like when he was there. Sat in his living room, and he told me about it. I'm telling you that. I mean, they weren't burying him. They were using him. He left.
Anyway, let's move on. There's two topics that I think are worth talking about for NXT.
Why are my topics never good enough to talk about?
You made your point. Brian's not going to agree with it. Do you want to go 5 more minutes on it?
No, I just thought I thought you'd let him try to give another example, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Brian,
You're right.
you got another example?
No, it's all good.
No, I no.
Okay, thank you.
We can move on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through.
Okay.
We've been on for an hour.
I know. It's all good.
Your points are worthy and you're
No,
valid,
you
Rob.
never let me finish. You're good. Go ahead.
Such a hypocrite.
Okay.
We go on too long. He crucifies it. Anyway, so we have our tag match that we were expecting to have Shania taking on Dakota and Raquel. So this is the one that the Dusty Tournament awarded them. What I thought was cool here, Brian, is we get a meaningless ref bump, or so we thought, because it cues Adam Pearce, that's right, Scrap Iron on the wrong show, to send out a referee to end the match, awarding the titles back to Shania. But they did it because they choked out Dakota, who wasn't even legal, with a ref who wasn't assigned to the match that probably wasn't even assigned to NXT. This has a lot of layers, and then they obviously show Regal and Pierce fighting later on.
This is a great throwback to WCW Invasion. It really
How
is.
so?
With Nick Patrick? when
Yeah,
he
with
showed
Nick
up?
Patrick, with the refs, with the other ref would come in and pin. And, no, your fucking doesn't count. It's got to be me. I think it's a good throwback to that. I think it's fun, and it gives it a reason to extend this to what could be a better. It was a good match.
Well, and it
But it
also
could be
is something that AEW does not have a counter to. There is,
Women's division?
No, an authority figure, Brian. We've
Oh,
had
yeah.
we've had Scrap Iron established for a while, and Regal's been established for 3 years. So these two are the quote unquote authority figures right now.
Yeah. I mean, you could have had Big Show as an authority figure, but instead he's going to be on color commentary, and you could have
Such a hater.
You could have had Eric Bischoff doing a management role, but he just comes in to do. Hey Jericho, remember me?
Wait. I gotta go to Rob's
Conrad
point
could
for
even
a
do
second.
it. What?
I gotta go to Rob's point for a second, Brian. If you are going to cut a promo where you're going to be the new color commentator of a new TV show, shouldn't it be fluent and roll off your tongue properly the way I am talking right now? Or should it be that I'm going to be color commentating for Elevation? It was supposed to be Dark Elevation. They didn't even get that part right. It felt weird. It did.
He also called it Evolution, not Revolution.
He did call it Evolution. So that was another big one. I wasn't sure if I was right on that because those are so close, Brian. So thank you for confirming the Evolution Revolution thing. Bad start for Big Show. Excuse me, Paul White. Excuse me, Captain Insano.
G.
G.
Apparently that's what Tony calls him.
Yeah,
Giant.
Yeah,
G.
Tony addressed Big Show and Sting the same way tonight. Hey, I've known you for many years.
Tony Schiavone, and I love Tony Schiavone. I absolutely love him, but they got to put him under a dress code and a cleanliness code. He's looking more and more like the trailer park life is just taking over, and he's like, I'm in Jacksonville now. I'm gonna live in my society.
I think he lives in an RV in the Walmart parking lot right now.
Really.
Like, and he just goes in there, and that's where he gets
He's
all his
grilling
stuff.
out some Oscar Mayer wieners and popping some fucking Tony needs to. Woo.
Tony needs a stylist of some kind. That he's out of hip.
No.
Anyway, the other thing, the whole psychiatry thing tonight with the Way and the Gargano family. Rob, that was a lot of fun. Johnny got kicked out a few times. Austin Theory, we find out why he was kidnapped. Did you like the payoff and why he was just suddenly given back?
I thought this whole thing was just absolutely wonderful. Great writing, great breakups into 3 segments. I thought it was really good. And Johnny was brilliant in this.
What about Indie Wrestling Loomis?
I was just about to say the star of my show who for this is Indy Hartwell, Indie Wrestling.
Indie Wrestling.
Yeah. Indie Wrestling Loomis. She is hers this kind of subtlety and like, I let him however he fucking it was great.
Her timing was perfect, and the candor in which she delivered each line was great.
It was like a family in turmoil is what it was.
Yeah.
The mom, the dad, the brother, and the sister.
And And Austin Theory, we find out, Brian, he's a lot like you, and after 3 days, anybody just would give him back. So,
excuse me? Excuse me, sir.
I don't even know how that one works, but wow, yeah, Brian, fuck you for 3 days.
He's like the toy, but they want to return him instead of keep him.
You should move on to your points.
Wonder Wheel, don't let me down.
No, don't dig in. Don't dig in.
So we've got Marked Out and Petty coming up. Anything that I didn't cover from tonight's shows that you guys want to throw in there? Board, anything I missed?
I don't know.
Let me know.
You're good.
I don't know either.
All right. So Marked Out awards for me. It's the Adam Pearce invasion angle on NXT. And it's seeing Conrad on AEW. What was Conrad's line? MJF called Conrad Twinkle Tits or
Turkey
Tits. Turkey Tits. I can't read my own writing. Called him Turkey Tits. That's my Marked Out for AEW.
That segment was so good until the Bucks showed up. Well,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, it's good. And I was like, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I actually stopped taking
man.
notes when they. Brian, Marked Outs for both shows.
Oh boy, how about Marked Out for AEW was Shaq going through the table? I feel like that was a pretty
Yeah, he fell right on it.
pretty decent bump, right? He didn't have to do that. Okay, and hey, shout out for the match too. I texted you guys too while it was going on. I was like, this is fucking better than I thought it was going to be.
We were playing Stratego.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
I was winning
And
Stratego.
for NXT, how about the whole thing with Roddy? That promo I thought was pretty good in the beginning, and see the fire actually coming out of him was pretty good too.
He was like, you better stop talking about me like that stuff, man. This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message. Brian, I 100% agree with you. The Shaq match was so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, the bar is Snoop Dogg falling from the top rope with his ass hanging out.
I'm giving him credit not as a celebrity in the ring, but as a wrestler in the ring. I thought Shaq was solid in his work. They gave him just enough that he needed to do. And my Marked Out is actually not the table bump. My Marked Out is Shaq throwing that power bomb on Cody.
Yes,
That was well executed. That was a really good fucking power bomb. I mean, Cody wasn't selling shit the whole match though, but that's a whole different story. But yeah, Brian, I agree. That's my Marked Out for NXT. My Marked Out for AEW. Oh, I'm sorry, AEW. Marked Out for NXT is
You've been fucking the names up all night. Why stop now?
Why not? Why not? Marked Out for NXT. The Return of the Tank.
Yeah, Tony Lopez is here. He says NXT lost tonight. No question.
No.
AEW's go
Are
home
you
show.
kidding me?
We'll get there.
Are you fucking joking?
We'll get there. We got one more award,
Go
and
ahead.
then you can go on your rant.
Go
I'll
ahead.
get your music ready
Let
and
me
everything.
kill my camera. Go ahead.
My petties for both shows on AEW. Brian, it's so obvious what my petty is. You know what it is. Can you guess?
the way that the show ended.
The way the show ended, we have a
Yeah.
brawl to go off the air. That marks like 10 go home shows in a row. They've done that. The one bad thing. And my petty for NXT, poor Breezango. Man, they got taken out before their match with Everrise. How fucked up was that?
Against
and Tyler Breeze didn't even get to take his Daft Punk helmet off. So poor fucking guy. Rob, what's your petties?
My petty for NXT is gonna be Everrise. I'm just gonna go with Everrise.
All right.
Fucking tag team name. And my petty for AEW, man, there's so many to choose from.
Wow. You're so sullen tonight.
I know I'm in a great mood. I'm off for the next 4 days. I'm good. I'm happy right now. There's just so many to choose from. I'm just gonna say that the Red Velvet. Sorry, the Red Velvet took the pin. Yeah, that's mine.
Kurt Stallion.
Brian.
So juicy.
Boom. Roasted.
What is yours, Brian? Petty for both shows.
Petty for my for NXT. There was no Kurt Stallion. That was good timing on that sound effect because almost like you read my mind.
What?
I don't know. And for AEW, I mean, I mean, they really they did everything perfect. You know, I mean, it's just there's just nothing really that I could be petty about.
Ringo.
Even though Rob said there's so many, Brian.
Yeah,
has
no,
nothing.
there's zero, nothing wrong with it at all.
All right, on the
Perfect.
board real quick, marked out
I wouldn't
Daniel
say
Price.
I've been missing it, Bob.
Said marked out Bischoff still suckering Tony out of a fat paycheck, even though he trashed AEW recently. Marked out. For,
Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Marked out for Stike. Regal's announcement next week could be the introduction to the NXT Women's Tag Titles. For AEW, it's Shaq. He has surprised me. And then Petty, Stike says the brawl for NXT not having Dr. Shelby as the doctor instead of
Oh yeah, that's a good
the
point.
old woman. That could have been funny, but Gargano paid it off, so it wouldn't have worked with Dr. Shelby for the character Shelby or whatever the fuck his name is.
Shelby.
It don't matter. All right. So we didn't do the rounds. We didn't break it down. But, Rob,
Yeah.
it's your chance here. You said for Who Won Wednesday, because we still have to close the show with that, you said there's no way it's not NXT. So I would love to hear how you say this.
Hey ladies, are you ready for your cat and daddy Roddy Rob to tell you a little story?
Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't let it finish. I mean, you could have just let it finish. It was almost done. You could have just let it finish. Damn.
No fade out or anything.
I didn't know. I've been put on a spot right now. I didn't know I was supposed to prepare a rant for this. I think
you a second ago wouldn't shut up about it, so now I'm giving you your time.
Well, now, but you're very generalized here. I'm just saying, how could you put NXT over AEW? NXT has solid storylines that they continue to progress. They introduce new talent, and they put them in the correct positions to grow. The matches are fucking damn near flawless. The title belts get the exact amount of time they should get. Divisions are built. I don't. In AEW is everybody fight everybody.
But you think
Storylines
this week
constantly
was that way.
What?
You think this week was that way?
Absolutely.
In
In what way? In what way? What's confusing?
There wasn't anything to do with EO. There was a
They got a
vignette.
Yeah, they got a vignette. How many times have we sat here on this show and said, "Oh, so great, we don't see him every week"?
No. But you just ran on your wave saying that this was the perfectly balanced show. They covered
was.
everything.
It was. They had the tag team champ. They had the tag team champions on tonight. They covered a tag division. They also had a tag team match with Everrise.
Well, that match never happened.
So
Yes.
they spent some time tonight building their tag division, which needs to be built back up. Then you have a little bit of stuff a little bit of area on the main title. You don't need to deal with the women's title. This next week's going to be the women's title week. Why are you saying, "Oh, they didn't do that tonight, so that's why it sucks"?
No, I was making the point that yes, they cover a lot of their divisions, but the point is they don't have to do it every week. You said, "Well, they did it every week. They did it tonight," and I was just disagreeing with you.
No,
they
build their They do it every week. They absolutely do.
Not all of them. They give a
No,
focus
nobody said
to
all of them. You're the only one crying about all of them.
All
I'm
right.
actually
All
making
right,
the point.
Continue your rant.
Yeah, thank you, because you're doing nothing but coming in and diluting what I'm saying with some really not paying attention comments. I'm just telling you the truth. They do cover their divisions every week in the way they should. AEW tonight, which was the point, AEW tonight, their storylines are fractured. Personalities are just thrown together. There's no divisions. It's just, let's throw people here and throw people there, and then people like Brian will go, "Well, it's a good storyline," but where did it come from?
Brian will nut himself.
Where did the storyline come from? Well, we just made it up. We bought a video game and somebody smashed into it.
So
There's nothing competitive.
What's your rant against AEW though for the win?
Did not make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Why does it not make any sense? Where's the competitive nature that was supposed to be AEW?
Competitive. I mean, this is a go home show. Okay, so much happened. You had Shaq wrestle a fucking match. You had Jade Cargill wrestle her.
It was
first
a good match, but it was a stupid concept. Good
you
match.
Had
good
J.J.
match,
Dillon
but
on the
stupid
show,
concept.
and you had the Four
we
Horsemen,
didn't
or
even
whatever
talk
you want to
about
call them.
We had
with
three-fifths of
fucking
the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, you had Tully Blanchard wrestle a match, his first one in
Hey,
for fucking ever.
You're right. I love the fact that you had Tully Blanchard in the ring. That was kind of cool. I love seeing J.J. Dillon. That was really, really cool. And I love that Arn came out at the end and kind of threw him to 3. I don't
Four?
the 4. I'm sorry. Yeah,
3.
I don't necessarily like.
Slam is either.
I don't necessarily like the way they're kind of putting it together. I mean, it's where. Shut up, Adam. It's where the fucking we wanted to go. We wanted to see the 4 Horsemen. We talked about it for a long time. I had Revival and Spears in it, and then I had Hangman too. So
is there a chance Tessa is number 4?
No,
maybe, I mean, I don't know.
No?
I don't think so.
Because the allegiance.
I'm sorry. I'm going to wrap it up. Basically, bottom line, I don't believe AEW gives me anything to fuck it. Let's move on.
Brian, do you want to go first, or do you want me
to? Who won? No, I'll go. I just listed a bunch of the reasons that happened, and there was still other stuff that I didn't even list. That I mean, I didn't even talk about the main event. I didn't even talk about the final match with Rio, and Nyla, which is a pretty decent match.
Who
It was
cares?
a pretty decent. I know the tournament wasn't very good, but at least this match was okay.
It was they were just rolling around in the ring together. Just hold on, you go hold on to me. We're just gonna roll around.
I think AEW tonight. I thought it was easy, but I guess Rob thought differently. So you're gonna have to make the tiebreaker.
Be serious. If
I am being serious. What are you talking about?
If you're going to a wrestling show and you had that women's match come up, this is when you're going to the bathroom or going to get popcorn. Nobody gave 2 fucks about this. Nyla versus who? Who is this?
The last 2
they had
weeks, the highest
they had
rated
3
segments.
different therapy segments on tonight's show.
Wait a second, though. The last
it was
2 weeks,
entertaining.
The last 2 weeks, the highest rated segment of Dynamite was the women's match. This week, it definitely was not.
The fucking therapy sessions was number 1, entertaining, and number 2 ties into a longer running storyline, which is developing into a match.
You said you were done talking.
That's great. No, well, he's challenged me on an issue. God damn it. Okay,
Daniel Price says, Rob's got a point. AEW can't stop using WWE for artillery, and over a year in, they still can't find their own identity. They did make a lot of jabs tonight, and one of them they said, Chris Jericho, without AEW, you'd be back at the Performance Center right now.
They should really stop making jabs. Their ratings are going down in comparison.
Yeah,
I think they're going to smoke NXT this week.
Yeah.
Smoke.
I don't know if they'll smoke them. I do know that, Brian, I thought that this go-home show delivered for what it was supposed to be. I think it was better than NXT's because I think NXT went the other way. Their first match had Lorcan, Ciampa, Thatcher, and Birch putting on a clinic of wrestling where you have a celebrity and a basketball player. Take your pick which one you want to sign, Shaq or Jade, in your opening match. So they proved that. I think this is still a little bit indicative. I opened the show this way, Brian, and I said Revolution is uneven. There are some matches that I felt that had, and Rob hated this statement, but there's some matches that I think have really good build. There are a lot that the boys in the back, when they were all fucking stoned and wasted, thought they have a good build and story going on with it. Like, hey, we'll leave Sheeta completely out of the picture for a month, and then she'll fight the winner of this tournament, and nobody will hear of the winner because we don't know who she is. What do you guys think? And then, some of this other stuff, just the way they did it. There are certain matches on Revolution that I'm really looking forward to. But the $50 price tag, did you sell me on that? I'll find a pirate. Yeah. I'll boot it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just wait till Twitter erupts. The most interesting thing, if the name that you guys think is legitimate, the names that we suggested, Big Cass, Eric Rowan, Kevin Nash, none of that moves a fuck all needle for me in terms of a free agent signing that makes my dick wet. Just to put it out there. I'm not going to get excited about any of that. I don't think, and that's why I'm not excited about that name, Brian. I don't think they're going to deliver. I think the tease is bigger than the reveal. I don't think it'll live up. I think it's going to be the 8mm of reveals. Oh, that's the killer? Wow. That sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. Tony Lopez, thanks for tuning in. He says, hope Revolution delivers. I hope it does too. Me and Rob are very critical about AEW, but check the tape. It's because we want AEW to be successful, to force WWE to be better. But right now, NXT is better.
And honestly,
so nobody's forcing anything.
And I'm going to add on to that. I'm not just angry because they're not delivering. I'm angry because they promised something. It's not just that I want them to be better. They also promised me something. They had the promise of a clean slate to come in and see the failures and mistakes of not only WCW from the past, but also WWE of the present. And they could have taken those failures and they could have improved the business. They could have done it better, right? They had the fucking clean slate to fucking do it, and it's just not been done well. It just hasn't been done well.
Everything except for Brody Lee's title win of the TNT Championship when he just beat the fuck out of Cody and stole the belt, kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know, in a squash match. Every single thing surrounding the TNT Championship, including the fact that they couldn't get it made because of COVID, has blown. From Cody being a 2-time champ to Darby winning it to it not being its own identity. It's supposed to be a second heavyweight belt. You don't need a second heavyweight belt. You're a year into existence with one show. And you truly do need a mid-card belt, which now that Darby's the champ, it feels like this has evolved into the mid-card belt. They just didn't want to call it that while Cody was champ.
Oh, I don't know if that was ever an issue for me.
It was for me because if you're trying to build a show, you don't go a year in and add a second top belt when you don't have a true mid-card.
Right.
And I thought you would agree, Rob, because you've talked about divisions forever. There should be a legit division for the middle of the road to test those waters. That's what Darby should be. He should not be hailed as the top champ or the top guy already. I don't know.
I mean, it was a TV title.
That's a different rant.
I guess I'll put a ribbon on mine here to say, what I was saying by, they promised something, and I'm angry because I wanted to have it, and they didn't give it to me. And goddamn it, I wanted something to make. Selfishly, I wanted something that would make WWE be better, make them put their big boy pants on, and be successful in their own right too. And they, in my opinion, in my humble, ignorant fucking opinion, that doesn't know the names of all the people they bring in every week, I just do not believe that it pushed WWE to be better. I don't believe that AEW has even close to its promise.
No, and I mean, the network is now merged with Peacock, so all bets are off. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to be back Monday with the Marks. Come back and check us out there. We'll be probably talking some Revolution since it's Fallout, but we'll continue our Road to WrestleMania discussions and just yelling at each other as well. Brian, at some point between now and then, will be on here with the All Elite Hour. They break down Dynamite more on a wrestling basis, where we cover more storylines and BS. Anyway, check us back out. If you haven't subscribed, like it. If you go to our sponsor page for the night, that is patreon.com/MOWP. You can check out our pay-per-view reactions, some other fun stuff we do on there, little content and videos that we don't share on YouTube. It is $9.98. It's cheaper than the network was, but we're not quite competing yet with Peacock. So it is what it is. But Peacock doesn't have Friends.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
HBO Max does. Makes no sense. Anyway, tune in next time. Come back here. Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Same smart time. Same smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, It's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.